bitter. Australian monarchists plan to blow on Harry, calling people boycott his Netflix project. Australian monarchists have called viewers to boycott the latest season of The Crown over the falsehoods and inaccuracies portrayed about the royal family, a news report has claimed. The latest season of the much-anticipated series premiered on November 9 on Netflix. The new season focuses on the marriage breakdown of the late Princess Diana and King Charles III and also features a fictitious scene where the future monarch is seen discussing a potential plan to oust the late Queen. The scene led to a controversy, forcing the streaming service to display a disclaimer to the series' season trailer that the show is a fictional dramatization that is inspired by real events. Upset over the representation of the royal family, Australian Monarchist League chairman, Philip Benwell, said while the organisation has never endorsed the show, the latest season is not in any way reflective of the actual situations. He expressed his discontent and requested the monarchists and right-minded people to boycott both the show and the streaming service Netflix due to the falsehoods and inaccuracies in the show. He said, whilst Netflix, has since added an inadequate disclaimer to its marketing for The Crown, saying the show is a fictional dramatization, inspired by real-life event, it should nevertheless state that the real-life events depicted are not in any way reflective of the actual situations described, as they are entirely imagined and scripted accordingly. If they are not, the droves of people who will leave Netflix will undoubtedly prove them wrong. Mr. Benwell further accused the show of creating a clearly fictitious narrative and found the timing of the show's release disgraceful, as it was released just 2 months after the death of Queen Elizabeth II. He said, "It is one thing to create a clearly fictitious narrative such as Robin Hood, but quite another to purposefully build a series including falsehoods and inaccuracies about people still living. It is also disgraceful that Netflix is airing their new series 2 months after the death of the Queen and just over 6 months from the coronation of the King, about whom the series contains falsehoods. I believe that Netflix has been negligent in its duty to the public by not providing any sort of accuracy about such real-life events." Responding to the allegations, Netflix said in a statement, "The Crown has always been presented as a drama based on historical events." According to The Sun, Prince Harry is concerned about his long-gestating docuseries with wife Meghan Markle coming out before Christmas because he'd rather hold off until his bombshell memoir is released in January 2023. Netflix, meanwhile, is adamant about sticking to the original plan and releasing it next month. The Duke of Sussex's team is frantically trying to convince the streaming giant to hold off, amidst ongoing reports about internal issues with the producers. Harry's book is coming out later than expected after his publisher agreed to give him some extra time to complete some last-minute edits. As a result, the release won't line up with the Netflix show. Harry simply does not want it coming out before Christmas, an insider confirmed. It remains to be seen whether he can convince them to wait, but, suffice to say, the show has been besieged by controversy thus far. It's part of the Sussexes' multi-million-dollar deal with Spotify and, as yet, is the only thing they've managed to get across the line. Back in May, industry sources warned the Daily Mail that their deal was in danger of being cancelled. They explained, Harry and Meghan's slate of projects could be in jeopardy as they have announced plans to make shows that are educational and inspiring, rather than sexy and sensational. It's therefore imperative that this show works.